Hey everyone, today we are going to review one of the most trending Hong Kong action film of 2022. It is Detective vs. Sleuths. The film was directed by Wei Ka-fai. The storyline is about previous police with paranoid delusion, Lau, who aligned with elite inspector, Choi, involves into a series of murders, associated with their previous cases. Now let's dive into the plot and enjoy watching. Likes and subscriptions are highly appreciated. Gifted or reviled, Lee Chun experiences a unique form of schizophrenia by which envisioned variants of previous casualties, killers, and prospective casualties assist him with settling violations. In the wake of being removed from the Hong Kong police force many years prior, he has since lived in the city streets. Since he doesn't have address doesn't mean he has no place to go. Yet, he is still dynamic in directing his own specific manner of investigating cold cases. Among them incorporates the tricky butcher and devil cop cases, remain unsolved. Hong Kong legend Lau Ching Wan is a Holmesian investigator with an uncanny capacity to make associations that different investigators oftentimes miss. At the point when Lee doesn't buy the authorities' story in both of the cases, and blasts into a press conference yelling wild hypotheses while waving a weapon around. He's shot and injured, and the film gets out ahead 17 years. The things turn out badly and Lee is dismissed from the power. This horrendous mishap sends him into a winding that lands him under a scaffold, mumbling about his hypotheses for a perpetual number of blundered cases to nobody specifically. At the point when a portion of his hypotheses begin to prove to be fruitful 17 years after the fact, the detective is reawakened and he takes the police for a wild ride. Presently, the last one survivor of the butcher case, Chan, Charlene Choi, has grown up to turn into a police officer. She's married to Fong Lai Evade, Raymond Lam, the cop who safeguarded her such an extremely long time prior. They start researching a homicide scene that has police record numbers shower painted on the ground, remembering them as old cases having a place with Jun Lee. Hesitantly choosing to enroll his assistants, they find him living on the streets in a shoddy hut encompassed by his old case records, thrown about like one of those interlocked paranoid fear vision sheets. Before sufficiently long, a gathering of killers referring to themselves as the chosen sleuths start killing more individuals. Then, at that point, comes a secretive gathering of hooded vigilantes nicknamed the chosen sleuths executing mindful and responsible people. Every one of their savage killings would see them splash painting explicit case numbers for the police to find later on. Fong, Raymond Lam, and his pregnant spouse, Yi, Charlene Choi, both responsible for the case have attempted to chase down the chosen sleuths, yet they are dependably one stride ahead. Entangling matters is June, who might be straightforwardly connected to the chosen sleuths. Hong Kong is being tormented by a progression of extremely adapted murders. The police verify that the casualties are recently charged killers who some way or another finished strolling free after bungled examinations. Every crime location is graffitied with case numbers, driving the experts on a competition to stop the following homicide before it works out. The catch is that they all love Jun Lee, trusting his theories concerning the genuine personalities of different killers, and faulting the police for either nailing the violations to some unacceptable individuals or not solving them by any means. Further convoluting matters is Jun Lee's capacities to see the casualties of the chosen sleuths, both when they've been killed. It's essentially as odd as it sounds, a vigilante bunch chasing down killers utilizing a previous cop's records, while that equivalent previous cop addresses the people in question, all killers themselves, with an end goal to secure their killers. Confused? It's a ton of data from the beginning, however Wei keeps things moving quickly yet obviously. In the end, the genuine personality of the chosen detective's chief is uncovered, and both the butcher and Satan cop cases become significant pieces of this immense, winding story. Nobody is who they appear, and the great brains behind everything have everybody tricked. The vigilante killers seem to have associations with these killings, however it takes Lee Chun disrupting the authority police examination to draw near, yet and still, at the end of the day, things begin to crease over on themselves, prompting a merciless wind, a minute legendary finale. The film's finale, set in an emptied out, rusted ship graveyard, endures everlastingly and includes a preposterous measure of fireworks. It would be generally interesting in the event that it wasn't so lethal significant, a prophetically catastrophic episode of excited viciousness that matches the finish of 2's medication battle for unrestrained, everybody passes on skepticism. The film's appearing logical inconsistencies are epitomized pleasantly by Lau's committed, unhinged lead execution. His talk with the ghosts that no one but he can see wavers on the ridiculous, and his regular explosions are leaned toward the extensively comedic, yet he's encircled by such a lot of death and obliteration that everything becomes grievous rather than entertaining. Indeed, even the film's last shot, apparently a snapshot of wind, moreover recommends a continuous franticness that can't end. Way is a performer and has here created one of the year's ideal, most motor activity films, one that leaves you totally hopeless once it's finished. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the film.